Okay, so Disney buying Marvel, it's not the worst thing to happen to comics, but it's probably going to be the worst thing to happen to comics. And I say this because I feel that Marvel and DC and just comics in general did so much in the last 20 to 30 years to finally come out of that old-timey, like, just gullible and childish era of writing and storytelling to do something that's really like gripping and recognizable as like great adult literature. And I feel like this purchase by Disney is gonna just take all that away and just gonna send it back to the Stone Age when you couldn't have certain subject matter in comic book movies.
Okay, Disney buying Marvel, not the worst thing ever. And let me boil it down to one thing. John Lasseter at Pixar, okay? He now has been given, he's the head of Disney Animation, he now has access to the 5,000 characters in the Marvel library. And that means that we're going to get to see some really, really incredible stuff if Marvel Animation and Disney Animation team up and join forces. I mean, who knows with these multi-integrated company things. But that's really exciting to me because if you think about it, The Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four movie we're ever going to get, only it wasn't called Fantastic Four. Except now, it could be. And that's really exciting.
Okay, I'll give you that. Incredibles, great Fantastic Four, somewhat movie. But my fears aren't just that it's going to just be campy and this or that, but it's even just the art direction and the art style. I've become kind of fond of like seeing like these like heroes in human form, you know, and seeing them like as actual people. And I don't think I really want to see too much cell shading on these characters or 3D graphics on these characters. I think just that style is even becoming outdated as far as like, you know, it's just so much of that. It's like Up and Away meets like you know, Thor. I don't think I want to see that, you know. I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't want, you know. So that as well is why I would say like bad idea, bad acquisition. I hope it doesn't end up like that, but something tells me it will.
I'm not worried about the style being like one style or another style. I mean, if you look at the way Pixar's done things, like, yeah, they've kind of been locked into a bit of a look, but at the same time, you know, Incredibles was a lot different than, say, the way, you know, Toy Story was, if you look in terms of like the lines of the jaw and everything like that. But we're not talking about it being necessarily Pixar movies, you know. We're just the fact that they've got access to those characters now. And I think if anything, we might see some of the reverse. We're going to see Marvel infect the way Disney does things. Because Marvel's the hot property right now. I mean, make no mistake about it. They were able to negotiate a pretty good deal for their stable. And beyond that, they had been building studio facilities in Los Angeles. They were getting real. And now that Disney, which is like the biggest of the big, has come along, that's only going to happen faster. I mean, I am actually probably the only geek I know, other than the guys who are writing for Marvel, because they're rolling in money right now, who's excited about this. But you're right. We're going to have to wait and see what happens.